Yes, welcome everyone to Victoria Shoots the Breeze. And today I have with me David Vigliotti, which is like, I don't know if you've ever made a friend during the pandemic, but it's pandemic friend. I've never actually met him in real life.
So if it wasn't for COVID, she wouldn't even know my existence. I'd be at no one. I'd be at nothing. If it wasn't for
I'd
COVID.
meet you eventually through Claudio, because you guys are good friends.
I've only known him for 15 years, so yeah. We're brothers.
Yeah.
Friends are brothers.
Yeah.
Brothers and different mothers
And
Yeah.
fathers, probably.
and just everyone in the family in general.
It's completely different. Not related at all.
I've gotten confused. People thought me and him were brothers. I'm like, how? We don't even look alike. How?
Well,
Anyway.
maybe you do look alike.
No. That don't insult me.
Oh, I'm insulting you. What a friend you are. Wow.
I didn't say I was a good friend. I've known him forever. We're assholes to each other. It's how we show each other love.
Yeah, I feel like that's the deal with most people in Claudio. It's like
that seems to be like a very much a guy thing, at least in my world. The nicer we are to each other, or the meaner we are to each other, the more we like each other. Like, we don't say, "Good morning, how are you, sir?" We're like, "Hey, fuckhead, what are you doing today?"
How are you,
I'm banging
sir?
your mom right now. That's usually how we start our conversation. It's like, how's your mom? Does she can she still walk or what?
Is she still?
So bad. Can she walk after last night with me? Anyway, that's just how it goes with guys. We're stupid. I saw this pie chart. It says guy friendship. It's like 10% trust and friendship, whatever. Like 40% mom jokes, and the other one are like dick jokes or something. It's just that's pretty much it.
And you think that chart was accurate? They did their research properly.
100%. There's no way that's not accurate. It's like loyalty and friendship, then mom jokes and other crap. Anyways.
Yeah. All that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm one of the boys. Or maybe they just hate me.
Maybe you are. Maybe your name's Victor Blair. I don't know.
No.
So if I'm looking off screen, it's because I like to put the podcast thing on my big monitor over here, and this is my laptop with the camera.
I
know.
I'm
looking there.
Every time you do that, I imagine you in front of like so many like Batman type of like setup.
Only two.
Well, I'm disappointed.
No.
I've noticed that in your Facebook stories, there's like these weird little snippets. These weird little snippets where David will just have like his wrist, and then he just slowly turns it, and there's a watch there, and that's it. That's the whole video. And then I asked him before we went live, I'm like, he's like, the wristwatch community is really into this. They appreciate it. And I'm like, the wristwatch community. So maybe you can elaborate on this like society of people that just love wristwatch. Oh, I forgot to mention also you're the bassist for Fatal Switch, which is why you're here. To anyone that doesn't know, that's not like friends with us.
Yeah. Nice. I mean, I would have worn my Fatal Switch hat, but I don't know where it is right now. And
but you're wearing your fedora.
Close enough.
And your chain.
This is always on. This never comes off.
You look like a mobster from the 30s.
All I need is a pinstripe suit and a Tommy gun, and I'm good to go. Looky here, shiny boy. Anyways, so yes, there is a whole community out there of watch enthusiasts. You have no idea what's out there, people. You think watches, you just go to the department stores, you see Mozart's or Walmart's, and you're like, oh, okay, whatever. They go so far beyond that, you have no clue. There's so many different types of watches. There's different types of people. There's collectors. I'm a collector, you can say. I own 22 watches so far. I'm not proud of it, but I can't help it. I'm addicted to buying them. What do you want me to do?
You're addicted to watches.
I can't pass up a good deal. Mm-hmm. But it's an interesting community. It is. I made friends solely based on. Started with just watch watch compatibility, I guess, or whatever. I
What's
run a face.
what? No, wait.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Don't blow through this. What is
Yeah, okay.
watch con what?
Collector.
No.
Well,
Uh,
compatibility. I don't know. I couldn't
like
find my words. It's still the
like
morning. So my brain.
watch chemistry or whatever. Like you meet another watch person and you're like, oh, we're there's a spark between us. Like this is going great because
It's
you
not
love
so. Well, it's not
Rolexes
so much
and I love
that.
Rolexes.
It's not so much that. It's not like, oh yeah, you're my person. No, 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 no. Time your hat.
I love
Yeah,
Morgan.
I could, but I'm not. I could do that. Oddly enough, I'm always late for things. It's amazing. I have 22 things that tell time, and I don't. I'm late. But anyway,
Did you set them all at the exact same time?
I try to, but some of them are mechanical, so they stop working after a while, and I'll explain that.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, there's no chemistry. It's just just talk to people. You say the same people about watches, and that's it.
Hmm.
No one in the community likes people that wear like those fakes copies, like those like a fake Rolex that costs 100. No, we hate those type of people in general because those are made by by slave labor, sold by black market dealers. So that's just illegal shit. So
What
that's
about
about.
people that use these watches?
Listen, a phone tells the time. I get it. This is like a romantic idea you call it of having a watch. It's a
What
cool
about
little
what about
accessory that's
what
fun.
what what about people that have pocket watches? Are they like the weirdos of your
No,
community?
no, that's rare, but it's appreciated. A nice pocket watch. That's what it used to be back in the day. Men wore pocket watches, and wristwatches were originally developed for women, way back in the early 1900s.
Why? Because they didn't have pockets?
I don't know why, but that's the thing. They were seen as women accessories back in the day, like way back, and men had pocket watches with the chain hanging. Then somehow
Yeah.
we got to this. Got to men wearing them. The
Okay.
technology that goes into these, I don't want to talk too much about this, but the technology that goes into this goes back 300 years. It just developed over time. Thank you, Jess. So that's why
Just
it's cool. Everyone likes it. Anyway, but yeah, it's
so.
crazy. There's collectors out there that have like huge collections of 50, 60. Some only have Rolexes, only have G Shocks. It's crazy. It's weird.
Can you
This
show us like your favorite watches?
I have a few in front of me. Yes. I want to talk about music, obviously, but let's
Oh
get this
yeah, I'm so
out of the
sorry
way.
about that. I'm like
Oh, no, it's
hijacking.
fine.
I'm just so curious about your watches.
I'll gladly show you. I mean, fuck, I spend the money on these things. Why not? Two things and a basic thing. There are two types of watch. There's three types. Okay, there's the battery analog, which is what everyone owns. You put a battery and it tells the time with the hands. That's quartz. It's called quartz technology. There's digital watches. Everyone knows what digital is. And then there's mechanical watches. Mechanical watches don't use batteries. They only use gears. It's all gears and springs. That's the old technology that's been modernized till today. There's other types, but let's not get into that for now. Those are the three basic ones. So this cheap one I bought on Amazon 3 years ago still works. I bought it for $15. And you cannot get good watches for that price unless it's Casio. So just an example of mechanical. I don't know if you can see inside.
Oh, that's so nice. It looks so steampunky. I like
Yeah,
it.
it's a steampunkish thing, but I'll wind it up as I'll wind it up as it's being shown. Fuck, I can't do this. So now you have to crank it by hand. It
Yeah.
loads the spring in there, and eventually it makes the gears all start turning. You see that thing moving?
Yeah. That's so
That's what.
cool.
That's the main thing that it's called the balance wheel. That's the thing that controls the ticking. So when that starts going, the second hand will start going. So it's really cool. It's hard to see here, but you can see this thing turning here. Anyway, like, as I'm turning, it's winding the gears and the springs, and then on the other side, it's ticking away like this. See?
Oh yeah, it looks really nice. I like it.
Anyway, one of my favorite ones is this one. It,
What's so special about it? The other one looks nicer.
Well, that's in the eye of the beholder. This is a diving style watch. This is water resistant up to 200 meters.
Yeah.
This thing turns so you could time shit.
Yeah.
Originally, it was for divers to time their dives, but they use computers now. So divers that use these watches are just watch enthusiasts. They don't really use them for function anymore. But
Yeah.
see,
Yeah.
the thing turns and you time things with it. You line up with this thing here, the tip, and then you could keep track of how many minutes have passed by from that starting point. Let's go to show you another one here. This is a really cool one from the 70s.
It's green.
It's beautiful. I love this. It's a rare one. I'm never gonna find one like this again. It's a Seiko from the 70s. Remember, these things can last a long time if they're maintained properly. It's also mechanical. This is mechanical. These are mechanical. They're automatics. They have a thing inside that rotates, that winds it for you while you're wearing it.
So you like mechanical watches?
I have a bit of everything. I have a bit of both. This is a Russian one from the 50s that's in great shape.
Oh, cool.
It's a cute little guy. It's
Yeah.
called Pobieda.
What?
It's called Pobieda. I think it means victory in Russian.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's hard to see the cameras. The camera's not that great, but there's like a nice blue tint on the metal of the hands. But anyway. This is one I got as a gift for fun.
Okay.
My best buddy's my 30th birthday, my Metallica watch.
I do love Metallica, but it's my least favorite one, I gotta say.
I know. Well, this is the one I like the most. Anyway. Don't insult my taste, woman. It's fine. I'm joking.
Someone says nice fedora.
Thank you. That was Jess, I think. I don't know.
Richard Mullen says hi. Hi.
Hey, Richard. How you doing, buddy?
And Morgan says she has 8 locket watches.
Nice.
To time dinner and how long you didn't last in bed. I don't know if it's you specifically, but someone.
I don't know. I take mine off when I do the nasty. When I do the fun stuff, I take it off.
And you put it on the nightstand where it goes.
No, I put it around something else. I put it on my other wrist.
All right, so
anyway, so yeah, that's.
I want to ask you: are you obsessed with the notion of time passing and like getting older? Why the watches?
I don't know. I just a long time ago I saw them. I saw a guy wearing it in a cartoon. I think it was Hey Arnold. I saw a guy checking his watch, and I was like 10 years old. I'm like, cool. I like that idea. So I just started wearing them once in a while, and I started seriously collecting about 4 years ago.
Okay.
I don't care about the aging and timing. I think it's interesting. I think that the mechanisms inside it's cool. It's great technology because it's so fucking tiny. There's like 30, 50 different 100 parts sometimes. It's really interesting. And it's just I like them because they're functional accessories. Yeah. I have different colors and different styles and different sizes for different uses, and sometimes I'll change my outfit depending on what the watch I'm wearing.
You'll change your outfit, not your watch.
Well, either one. Sometimes I really want to wear one in particular for whatever reason, and I'm like, okay, this shirt doesn't entirely match this dials. Anyways, I'm weird like that.
I've never seen you in real life, but you know that you're just setting the expectation like really high in terms of style for the first time I meet you, right?
Well, style. I'm not a style guru. I'll put on a nice polo shirt. Sometimes I'll wear this with some other kind of thing that matches. That's it. But I'll always have one of these on.
Yeah. That's great. All right, we're gonna move on to the music because you're a musician, and that's you're not.
As you can tell, I don't know if you can tell by some of the guitars that are lying around here.
Some of them. So you're a bassist.
Yes.
You love the bass.
Yeah, I play guitar longer. I started as a guitarist. I have more guitars than I do bass. But yeah. I wanted to join a band again after like a little hiatus. I had a band for a few years. The band broke up. It was just time to move apart. Then I tried some auditions. They didn't go well, so I took like a year and a half off. I'm like, whatever, I'll just play by myself. Mm-hmm. Then I wanted to join a band again. There's like a Facebook page. for like artists in Montreal. Then the singer of my current band contacted me, said, "Hey, we need a bass player. You mind?" I'm like, "Well, I play bass. I love playing bass too. It's fun." So fuck it, I joined the band as a bass player. I'm a guitar player, so sometimes I'll still contribute to like riff ideas on guitar. But I'm predominantly bass there.
You like, okay.
It's so fun. It's a fun instrument to play. It really is. It's like it's easier than guitar. In some ways, yes. In some ways, no.
Well, it
it's
hurts
really
less, right? To learn.
What?
It hurts less.
There's much thicker strings. I don't know about that.
I guess. I just feel like the guitar strings are cutting. Like, you know.
Well, that's the thing. When you play guitar a long time, your fingers get like a callus on the fingertips.
Yeah.
So eventually you don't feel them anymore. But at first it hurts like a bitch, yeah. And if you play for like hours, it'll eventually start to leave like indents in your fingertips, and it hurts after a while. It does, but you develop tough skin. So
I guess.
These strings are much thicker, so these do also hurt in a different way. You can see how thin they are there. See how thick they are here.
Mm-hmm. Do you wanna play us a little?
A little
Is
what?
it too early? I don't know. I was gonna say riff, but I don't even know what that means.
Well, a riff is just something we call like a guitar part. Like if you go da 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 da, that's a riff. This is how we term it.
Oh, okay.
A melody or a thing. Jess, look, my cats. I don't know where they are right now. No.
Jessica wants to see your cats.
My Instagram. I'm sorry, but my Instagram page has so many videos and pictures of my cats. You'll see them there. I don't know where they are right now. They're gonna be a pain in the ass to go get them and bring them here. So. Fuck. Do I play guitar or bass? Which one?
Dealer's
Claudio.
choice. Claudio says me.
Of course he does. Me. That's Claudio's.
That is.
That's another thing. This is a Montreal Italian thing. It's not even good.
Is it?
Yeah. Like me. How you doing? Oh. Funny story. I was just walking down the street with Claudio, like pre-pandemic shit. So I just went me, like for no reason. I don't know why. We're just talking and we just say stupid shit when we're together. Yeah. As I did that, as he did that, he went me. As he went me, a car honked the horn at the exact same time, and it was the same sound and pitch. It was amazing. He's like, what the fuck? It's the exact same length and sound. It's
weird. The universe telling you something.
Telling me.
And then before the podcast started, I was asking David if you wanted to play a jingle, make a jingle for the podcast, because I need one, and I want one, and I want David to be the one that makes it.
Aww.
And I can pay you, but not much.
You can send nudes. It's fine. I'm kidding. No.
I'll send nudes of Claudio if that's what you like.
No. I'd rather work for free. Thank you.
Why not?
I'm not gonna say. There's a whole history that I'm not gonna say. Anyways, what? I'm gonna. Doesn't matter.
There's history? Claudio, please, in the comments. What is the history of you sending nudes to David?
No, I didn't send nudes, but...
But you sent him nudes. Someone sent nudes.
No one sent each other nudes.
Oh, you just saw each other nudes?
Something happened once at a house party. That's all I need to say. Anyways, I'm going to jam on one of my custom guitars that I built myself. I bought the neck and the wood. I got donated by a really nice man. I'm not gonna say who.
Oh shit!
I designed it, built it. Well, my uncle had it too, so he helped me cut it out. But yeah. This is my custom guitar with the skull knobs.
Oh yeah, it's really cool.
It's a really cool shape. I can do this for some reason, but yeah.
Oh, is that why people have these shapes? I always wondered about the shape.
The shape doesn't really do a lot for the sound. It affects it a little bit, but it's mostly for looks.
Yeah.
Okay. To look more badass. Like this, the bass I bought for the band here, my official band bass. Mm-hmm. There's like a really cool, edgy shape there and all that. You see?
Yeah. It looks like it comes from a spaceship.
Yeah, like a villain spaceship in the movie. Villain one. I forgot my A little signature there.
Oh
I'm very
yeah.
proud of it. I just did an X-Acto knife. I carved into it, and I just filled it in with like marker. Tricks. I don't know what I'm gonna play per se. I have no idea. We got sound.
Yes.
I'm just improvising stuff, so it's not gonna make a lot of sense. Whatever. Yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing, but just a little bit of stairway in there.
It's really it's really good. I really miss live music.
I know it's we miss playing, we miss being there. What do you want to do? It's a shitstorm right now. I just gotta write it out. That's all I say.
Jessica wants to know if you can teach her how to
I
do what you just did when she
I-
comes to Montreal.
I could. Whenever this fucking thing ends.
Yeah. Yes.
The guitar is if you're a prodigy, you'll pick up fast. It's a lot of painful hours of practice.
Yes. Play us some funky beat.
I'm the bass player for the band I want to promote here. So
Yes. The band is Fatal Switch, by the way, people. And it's a metal band.
We are a rock, rap, metal band.
Exactly. It's like
what?
Alternative. I don't know. It reminded me of sort of a mix that you would get like in the early 2000s, like with like Linkin Park and stuff, where like you have like all these different sounds together and it's just angsty, you know, like
Yeah.
it's like very intense. Like all the intense music styles are together.
Yeah. Well, we're really trying to mix it a lot. We're really trying to throw in a really cool mix of hip hop and metal together, like even more than those bands did. Those bands like the new metal genre, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit, and Slipknot, and all that. Those guys are fantastic. We're trying to do something different. We're trying to make the metal more metal and the hip hop even more hip hop, and still have them blend together.
Yeah, and you don't have any of that scratching noise, right?
Just like the DJ stuff.
Yeah.
None of that yet, but the little effects you could add in the studio. So we have an album out right now. It's called Doctors and Demons. Go check it out. It's a fucking great album.
You should.
But here's the thing about that album, right? That was a studio album done by our leader and vocalist, Steve, and some session musicians. The rest of us joined the band after that was recorded. So the new music that's going to come out, our next album, is going to be all written by us this time.
When is that coming out?
Well, we don't know. We're going to probably go in the studio in the summer of next year. That's the goal right now. And then whenever it gets done, it gets done. So, but that album is not us that wrote it in particular. We play it. We alter it to our liking. You know, when we play live, we do our way. But it's not. The next stuff we're going to do is going to be even more intense. It's going to be much better. We already have a lot of cool songs written, and let me tell you, it's good shit. I'm very serious when I say it's really good stuff. It's really interesting stuff. It's a very niche style, but you know, I think we're gonna do good. I think we're gonna reach the mass on this one.
You're gonna rip it.
I'm gonna rip all kinds. Anyway, do some bass. Let's play some good old Rage Against the Machine, I guess.
Oh.
Camera. Apologies, I don't know how to. I'm not a pro at this shit. Trying to get my hands in there. Yeah, it's early in the morning. I'm not 100% zoned, but. God damn it. Anyway. I'm better than this. I hear myself. I'm sorry. I know you're not supposed to point it out, but whatever.
It's
Anyway.
good.
I'm going to play a riff from one of our songs, from the title track of the album.
From the new album or the old album?
From the new album. We only have one album, our debut album.
No, but I mean, okay, the one that came out, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
This is just the one riff from the title track. Anyway, it's a bit about that. I can't give it all away.
It sounds angry.
It sounds what? Angry.
It sounds angry. You're making your bass angry.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I like to piss off my instruments. I piss off everything. My girlfriend, my parents, my instruments, everything I do, I annoy. And especially my friend.
Were you going to say my watches?
Yeah. Well, I don't, but yeah, I just scream at them like, fuck you. No. Okay. little wacky.
You are a little wacky, but that's fine. It keeps things interesting.
Yeah, normal is overrated.
Why be friends with normal people? I don't understand.
They're boring. No, look.
Exactly. So.
I know normal people. Look, I'm used to the insanity of my circle of friends. So when I'm around normal people, sometimes I'm like, can someone say something stupid, please?
I know. I sometimes I hang out with like my boyfriend's friends, and it's just like they're talking about such normal things. I want to rip my face off. I don't understand. Like, why you even talk about this?
And everyone's so polite to each other. I'm like,
oh, gross. Like, are you going through something right now? Like, are you going through a depression? You're dead inside. Like, what are you? Where is your inner child? Where is your soul? These people have no soul.
Look, you're never too old. You're never too old to be stupid and act young.
Yeah.
And age has nothing to do with maturity. Also, that's two things I like to say.
Yeah.
Let me ask you, Victoria, something, and let me ask the audience something. Is it true? This is my theory. This is what but girls, girls are notorious for being backstabbers towards each other, right? Like girls and friends, they. So is it true in my mind that the nicer girls are to each other, the more they hate each other? Unless they're like really close friends.
I'm always nice to everyone. I'm always super nice.
Yeah.
And I don't hate anyone.
No, I know. But you know what I mean? Like, when people act fake, it goes like, oh my God, hi, how's it going? And then, bitch, you're Anyway, that was just my theory.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not a girl. I'm very happy being a man. I'm sorry. Because I know when guys are.
You're coming out of the closet as a cis man, like.
No.
Okay, never mind. I didn't say anything. Everyone forget.
I'm a One Direction heterosexual male.
That's what a cis man is.
Oh, okay then.
It's someone that's born in the right body.
I'm 100% right there. But anyway, because I know guys we're meaner to each other when we're really close friends. We get meaner as we get closer. I was just curious
Well,
because some girls don't agree with me on that. So I'm
there's
curious.
actual studies that were done about that, and apparently men have more of a cohesive group than women. Women are gonna have like a lot of cliques, but men, like, even if, like, let's say like a friend of a friend is also gonna be your friend, whereas for women that doesn't work like that. You're
Oh
friends
yeah,
with your friends, and the other girls, it's like whatever.
well, no, I mean my circle of friends, we have kind of cliques like that as well. Like there's like a main circle and there's like another main circle, but we all know each other. Like we mix, right? But
Yeah.
for a lot of things, they're there and we're there.
Mm-hmm.
I have certain friends that I specifically for going to concerts with. I have other friends just to go play cards with. Like we're all I'm all friends with all of them, but some of them have their different uses, if you will. No, I get the click thing, but we in my group. Well, my group of friends were special, so. Okay,
Morgan
Mary,
says, I'm an asshole to everyone. I'm only nice if I'm actually friends with you.
that's good. That's nice.
But your poll right now is with comedians, so.
And anyway, there's like my best friends, two of my best friends. The first thing I say to them is, "Hey, fucker, hey asshole, how are you today?" Or I'm like, that's how we greet each other. That's just normal. It's just like saying hello. It's like saying good morning. It's just.
That's so sweet.
I know, right? It's fucked up, but it's cute.
I think Peter and Claudio, when they greet each other, they pretend to punch each other in the face and to beat each other up. It's really embarrassing to be hanging out with them in public.
I could tell you stories. I'm not going to, but you have no idea.
David always says, like, I could tell you stories about Claudio. It would make your whole career. Like,
I've known the guy for 15 years. Trust me, he said some things.
I know. I've known him for like 3 months, and already I'm like.
Only 3 months. Wow.
I think so. Yeah.
How long have you guys had the Dirty Four? Only 3 months. It seems longer than that.
Maybe 6 months. I don't know. When did the pandemic start? 3 months ago?
March. 3 months ago. It started like in March.
We're in September. I don't know.
Yeah. That's like 6.
Well, then I've known
Did you
him
fail
for
math in high school, Victoria?
What? Yes, I did actually. I had to retake the last one like 3 times, and I never passed it in the end.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
See, I have this debate with people all the time. In high school, stop teaching fucking algebra. No one uses that unless you're a mathematician or a chemist. It doesn't matter to normal people in everyday life. I don't go to work. On my way to work, I'm thinking about algebraic equations. No. Teach finance math, at least. That's more important. Right?
Yeah, it would be really amazing. Finance and like
basic
critical thinking or something.
Teach that shit in high school. That's more important. Bring back music, home economics, and like teach basic finance 101.
Yeah.
That's more important than algebra.
And philosophy.
Yeah, philosophy is good. Yeah. Critical thinking is important.
Maybe psychology.
That would help. I always thought that if, opposing groups of people, whatever it is, right? If it was men and women, left and right, whatever. If everyone lived in the other person's shoes for a month, I think we'd have a much better understanding of each other. Yeah. If men lived as women for a month and women lived as men and all opposing parties, there'd be a lot less conflict because then you understand the other side. Because if you don't understand them, it's hard to connect and have a decent conversation.
Because it's very rare that you'll have someone that's like actually a bad person. Like everyone's doing their best with their circumstances and what they have. So, but that's
there are a few bad people that are just generally assholes.
Those are politicians,
Yes, but and lawyers. No, I'm kidding.
And lawyers.
You need lawyers. You need good lawyers. So I'm not gonna shut up lawyers.
Yes, we love you, lawyers.
See, okay, here's the thing that I didn't understand. During the whole pandemic thing, when everyone was giving Trudeau shit, right? You can say what you want about Trudeau, right? I know people hate him, people like him. But we're getting people have gotten money from this thing from the government, right? Okay, maybe it's not a lot, maybe they could have done it better, but at least they got stuff to help them out. I don't
Mm,
think the U.S. got anything. I don't think they got anything. Other countries, I don't know what they did, but
yeah,
then people are giving him shit for going to his chalet and saying people have to stay home.
yeah,
It's his own house, and it's the same group of people moving from one location to another. It changes nothing in his life. You want to go to a resort in Cuba. He's going to a chalet up north in
yeah.
Kawishwak, wherever the fuck. So it's not the same thing. So you give him. It's so stupid. People that got mad at him for that. Like, what's
I
wrong with?
know. And there's like, he's done other stuff to be mad about. Like, that's the thing. Like, people get mad at such random shit. Like, maybe get mad at the pipelines. Maybe, you know, I don't know.
Look, you can only do so much as a person, right? He's the leader.
Yeah,
You're supposed to do everything. You can't do everything.
yeah,
There's only so much you're allowed to do by law and what's right. And there's these people and those people.
yeah.
People these days, they get mad without putting any thought into it. This is where critical thinking would come in great.
I feel like Facebook has like radicalized people.
Oh
Like, I
God.
see a lot of like memes, they're very judgmental. It's like, if you don't think this way, you're a fucking idiot. And I'm like,
Oh.
well, that's not an argument for anything.
No, I put a meme a few days ago on Facebook. It was like following the narrative, and then people like that are actually analyzing and thinking.
Mm,
Like, well, maybe this is right. Maybe that's not wrong. They're like, no, you suck. And it's like, come on.
yeah. And it's like you have to fall within the party lines. Like, if you're like a Republican or like right wing, then you like guns, and then you're an anti-masker, and like you have to have like this whole set of ideologies that comes with whatever you're thinking.
Yeah, it's like
Like,
you're
there's
you're
no,
you're a gold star member of the NRA. You hunt
yeah,
deer every weekend. You live in
yeah.
Texas. Yeah, obviously, yeah.
And
No,
if you're left wing, you have to be like
don't get me started with the left.
all these well, I'm the left, but like I don't agree
That,
with
yeah,
everything.
you're not the
Like, people,
extreme left. Those people are psychos. Also,
I
let's
know, like I see like memes and stuff about like how feminists are horrible, and like they give like examples of like people that did stuff that's wrong, and I'm like, that's not me.
No, I know. No, I don't
That's
like. There's extreme people on both sides. There's good
yeah,
people on both sides, and both sides have valid points in different
yeah,
areas.
exactly.
Mix them together, but no, we'd rather do this instead of doing this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's not constructive.
No,
And
it's
most of these people are not doing anything anyways on Facebook.
no.
What are you doing? You're not helping anyone. Or
They're sitting in their boxers, probably stained with underwear, like stained with mustard and cum, and they're just yelling at everything. It's like, fucking shit.
yeah,
I,
mustard and cum.
I don't like what's happened in the last few years. You're a comedian, so the censorship bullshit that's happening. The political correctness goes way too far.
Yeah.
People can't take a joke anymore. Yeah, it's supposed to sting. Some jokes are supposed to be rough and sting, but you can't. You dilute that. What's going to be left? Knock knock jokes. Knock knock. Who's
Yeah.
there? Owl.
Yeah.
Owl. Who? That's what's going to be
Yeah.
lame if you censor everything.
Yeah. And it's a
Shit.
it's a conversation. I feel like a lot of the conversation is being cut out. Like, I'm not against political correctness, but you can't just boycott someone and go talk to them.
No, you have to listen to both sides. That's what I don't like about the extreme left.
Yeah.
The extreme left, the thing I hate the most is that they just like to shut people up if you don't agree with them, right? So
Yeah.
that's not no. It's not my way or the highway. What are you, a fucking father in the 30s?
Yeah. Like, I don't have to justify myself sort of mentality. I'm like, well, but you kind of do though. Like, I understand that like you've been through a lot, but the other person hasn't, so you do have to justify yourself.
I mean, you don't know what. Also, you don't know what other people have been through, right? So you could say, "Oh, you've never struggled." Like, how do you know? I did. Then people come out to how much they've struggled, and they don't show it, but they've struggled.
Like, there's
Everyone.
a comedian I was talking to yesterday on the workshop, and she's from Vancouver. Her name is Elizabeth Stanton, and she does these like one-liner Anthony Jeselnik type of jokes, like kind of like Joey does. But the
Just
thing is, like the jokes she makes, they're really dark, but it's all stuff that happened to her.
Mm.
And then she got banned from a bunch of comedy places. But it's like that's actually stuff that happened to her though. Like you can't like she
Yeah.
does like jokes about Jewish people, but she's Jewish. And they're like, "Oh, you're a fucking Nazi." Right? And she's like, "I'm Jewish though." And then she does like jokes about women. She's a woman, like I don't know, like it's just
See, that's what I don't like. And see,
and I was talking to her yesterday and she was freaking out. She's like, I'm
yeah,
stuck here during the pandemic and there's literally no place for me to do comedy because she's not welcome anywhere.
that's bullshit. That's insane bullshit.
Yeah.
I get mad at that stuff. See, I've done a lot of rants on Facebook over the years about this kind of shit. The only reason why I do these rants is because
Mm,
I see, yeah, intermission.
I'm sorry.
He
Wait, are
wants
you
some. He wants some of this.
what?
The man wants some of this.
He no,
It's time.
my roommate
Oh,
wanted to know if I had printer paper. I'm like, that's so random. No, I
that's
don't.
very random. It's like asking me, "Hey, Dave, do you have a pear?" No. Anyway,
Yeah.
like a fruit, a pear. But no, I get mad at that stuff because I know if you don't draw the line right away, people are gonna run away with that shit and go extreme. So
Yeah.
I like to cut. I like to try to cut shit off right away before it gets too out of hand.
Exactly.
Like, where does the line go? It just keeps going back.
You stomp on the drama. Like in my like spaces, like even I feel like even if someone was super heinous, I still wouldn't ban them. Like I
No,
don't believe in that. I don't
no.
believe in that.
I love dark humor. That's my humor.
Even
Jesselnick and Gottfried and Jimmy
yeah.
Carr and fucking what's his name, Jeff Jeffries and Louis C.K. I love those guys.
Yeah.
They're hilarious. I laugh at their shit all the time. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. And they started somewhere, and it must have been really rough when they were open micers. You
Of
know, they
course.
must have crossed the line a few times
Look,
and bombed really hard, but that's just the way it is. Like,
look,
you
this
don't
is a
get,
general online community, but people still like that shit. People still pack their stadium. They still want to see that.
yeah,
It's just a general internet that's just fucking. I'm sorry to say this. It's just a bunch of like little pussies. Like, really, grow the fuck up. Grow a little
well,
bit of a thicker skin, for God's sakes.
but I feel like there's also like the two side of this is like, so people get, let's say like I get offended. I think that like there's gonna be 20 comedians that are gonna be retweeting me that I got offended and saying that there's people coming after them. You know what I mean? And it's gonna become a huge thing just because like I'm getting attention
Yeah,
about getting it. I don't know if you know what I'm saying. Like,
I think so. It becomes a witch hunt after for no reason.
yeah, it's like people are just getting like huge boners over this, and they're like super excited about like the drama that's happening, and I'm just
You know what the best part is that I've noticed? The people that are offended are not even the victims of the joke. They're not even in the joke. Like you can make a
yeah,
joke about a black person, for example, and you're like just so like a Russian guy, a white Russian guy, and for some reason you're offended. Like it has nothing to
yeah.
do with you. Why are you offended by this?
Yeah. But although I have to like give some nuance there because like I feel like a lot of times like people will say jokes that I'm super uncomfortable with, but I'm still gonna laugh at them
Yeah, uncomfortable. It's fine. Yeah,
because I don't want to be the woman um that's like annoying or like easily offended and stuff. I
yeah.
want to be part of the group, so I'll still like be like, "Oh, that's funny," but
But look, you don't have
gross.
to like.
Gross.
You don't
What?
have to like all the jokes. You could not
Yeah.
find them funny. You can even
Yeah.
be mad, but don't do the fucking witch hunt shit after and post about it. That's bullshit.
Yeah.
You're gonna end someone's career just because you didn't like their joke. You
Yeah.
know how many comedians I'd end their careers if I just didn't like their jokes? Holy shit!
Yeah. No, you
And I'm a
gotta be
I
tough.
like everything, but anyway, nothing deserves me. The worse it is, the more I like it. It's like, ooh.
Do you think if you ever do like a bass line that's too sexy, you'll get banned?
I hope so. Fuck it.
I was listening to the Red Hot Chili Peppers and I'm like, that shit is so overtly sexual. Like it's
Amazing.
crazy. It's crazy. It's
For
I
the
feel like
redhead
I'm
chick.
listening to a musical version of a porn,
Hey,
and
yeah.
I feel like nobody notices that. Like I don't know.
You ever heard the song Blood Sugar Sex Magic off their Blood Sugar Sex Magic album? It's a
No,
very
it's
listen to
yeah.
that. Listen to that. Blood
I
Sugar.
I I, I was thinking more of like Give It Away, which is like
Give It Away is not that bad. That one's really the one I just mentioned is very smooth, very it's a great song.
really.
Yeah,
I just feel like Give
yeah.
It Away. Isn't he just talking about putting his penis in like someone?
Probably.
Like it's the
Most
whole
likely.
song is about just like penetration.
Most likely. They have a lot of great songs, a lot of great topics. They go from very deep things to that. But there you
Yeah.
go. Then there's Steel
Uh,
Panther. Steel Panther's another amazing band. They're a parody 80s metal band. Like
yeah.
they purposely like make their song lyrics really dumb and over the top, like super hypersexualized, and the lyrics are hilarious. You cannot sing them with a straight face. It's impossible. But the music's great. Like one of the choruses of a song called Fat Girl. Fat girl, she's everything I wanted and more. Fat girl, she can fit through the door. Whoa, there she goes. Whoa, you can't not laugh. It's so dumb, and the music videos are so bad and hilarious. But anyway,
Yeah.
so
I feel like that's also the comedian card. Like if you go really dumb, people you can't get mad at them. You know what I mean?
yeah, like the whole thing with the what's it called with Mike Ward and the Petit Jeremy, whatever.
Hmm.
Like that was the mom more than anyone else going
Yeah.
after him. And he's a comedian. Look, I believe comedians should have free right to say almost anything they
But
want. It's a very
also
fine line, but yes.
the Petit Jérémy thing, it's crazy to me that like so the thing is he was saying he was getting bullied at school a lot and people would like be like, why aren't you dead? You should kill yourself and stuff because of the joke. The joke was about him dying, right? And I'm like, these people are psychopaths. Like Mike Ward doing a joke is one thing. Coming
Yeah.
up to someone and being like, you should be dead, like maybe these people should
Yeah.
be held accountable more than a comedian that's just making a joke.
No. Yeah, the
About
comedians
a
are not responsible for how people interpret their material. They're not.
No.
You're not responsible for that shit. And,
exactly.
don't bring the police into this. He's getting fined. What are you fucking crazy?
Yeah.
I wouldn't pay that. I send him an envelope with a middle finger. Fuck you. That's it. Anyway, it's so stupid. I hate censorship in general. I can't stand it. Even on TV, they show Scarface and they censor it. What are you, crazy?
Ugh, I
You
can't
saw
watch.
Scarface censored.
I can't watch Scarface. It scares me too much. The tension.
my
I
favorite
can't
movie
take the
of all
tension.
It's my favorite movie of all time, Scarface. It's the number one on my list. I
Really?
love it. From start to finish, it's a masterpiece in my eyes.
You're so Italian.
It's a
Christ,
Cuban
man.
story, so.
Yeah,
He's
but
Cuban. Oh, just because he's Al Pacino? No.
Italian. I feel like the Italian community appreciates Scarface, though, right?
I love the story. I love the story behind it. And that's why I love GTA Vice City, because it's very much like Scarface based. There's mafia and then there's that. But anyway, no, but you censor Scarface, right? You censor the most gruesome scenes. Then you censor all the swearing. Like you took out all the best parts of the movie. There's 238 fucks in that movie, and you're taking all of that away.
The best part is the plot, David. Yeah. And the acting.
The plot's great, but you need that shit to land the plot home. That's what makes the movie awesome. Anyway, there's no point in censoring it. It's stupid. Don't show it. Don't bother. Either you show the whole thing or you just not show it. What child is gonna watch Scarface? Mommy, I want to see Tony Montana blow someone's head off. You fucking cockroach. Come on. Come on, TJ, to me, relax.
Maybe. Oh my god, at a show, this lady thought that Asher was a Petit Jérémy. I pissed myself. It was so funny.
What
She's
condition
like-
does he have, though? I know he has. I don't know what it's called.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna
He's
speculate.
short.
He's a nice guy. He's
He's-
a funny guy.
He's short. That's all I
Yeah.
know.
He's a tiny man.
He's got shortitis. I don't know.
I mean, the best, he could punch people right in the balls from where he is, like nothing. Anyway, defend
Right?
himself easily.
Yeah.
Just headbutt him. Anyway.
Sweep the leg, right?
Anyway,
Yeah, this is pretty much the end of the podcast. I think we're done saying dumb shit. But thank you everyone who's been watching. Thanks David for coming here. I know that it's early in the morning.
Look, I went to bed last night at 3 o'clock because I was playing guitar, so it's my fault that I'm tired. Woke up, I'm like, fuck. That's why I have the hat, because my hair's a mess. I don't want to show my shitty hair to the world. But anyway, please don't forget to check out my band. We're called Fatal Switch. We're a rock, rap, metal band. We have a debut album out called Doctors and Demons. It's free to listen to. You purchase it. It's on YouTube, Spotify. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Check us out. You follow me, you'll see the band. You'll link to the band. It'd be awesome to see you guys there. And when we play live, we're gonna give you a fucking hell of a show. You have no idea. Whenever that is. Fuck you, COVID.
Exactly. So have a good morning, everyone. I hope that wasn't too heavy metal for your beginning of day, but rock on.
Yeah. Ciao.